Hello everybody, it's time for another Moonstone update here. I'm tumbling these Wisconsin Moonstone, and these ones just come out of 600 grit, and I had them going in the 600 grit for 4 days, and before that I had them going in a 400 grit for 4 days. So we're all done with the pre-polish, and we're going to be moving on to the final polishing step. So let's check them out before we do that though. I am down to one barrel. After the first couple steps, I noticed that they were the barrels weren't as full as they could be. You know, they were getting kind of low with the rocks in them. So I decided to take the best ones out of both of them, and I took some of the other rocks that weren't shaped as nice, that could maybe go back a couple steps, and I ran another barrel in step one again. So I got these ones here going separately. But anyways, these are the ones that we're going to be focusing on. These are all the best ones of the batch. You can see here, just kind of give you an example of how much smoother they are. They're not shiny yet, but they're pretty smooth. And you can see, you know, maybe there's a little rougher, a little duller. They're not quite as smooth as these ones here. And these ones were running for a week in 60-90 grit. And I got some nice ones in there, but unfortunately, you can't really see any shine, so it's harder to see the blue flash unless they're in water, or they're shiny, or they're wet or something. But they're all shaped pretty nicely. I did find this little one that broke here, and I think I'm probably going to take him out. I mean, it's not really too jagged, it's pretty rounded, but I'm going to go ahead and take this one out of the mix. And when I first take them out and I dump them out, I put them in a strainer and rinse them off real well, and then I like to pick out the little broken pieces, like this batch here. Here's these little tiny pieces that break off or whatever, and I get all these pieces out and I pitch them, or do something different with them. But I get them out of the mix because you don't want these little pieces here, these little jagged pieces, getting in there and scratching up things and causing problems. So I got all those pieces taken out of here. There wasn't a whole lot, so I just took out what few little pieces there were, and I like to just inspect them over one last time before I go into the final polish. Make sure there's not going to be anything in there that's going to cause any problems. Make sure everything's all rounded and whatnot. But yeah, you can just barely see a little bit of that blue flash. It shows up a lot better when they're wet. But this is one of the nicer pieces there. And I decided not to show them wet this time in water, just to give you guys an idea of what they're going to look like after pre-polish. So yeah, they're all nice and rounded and really smooth. Really smooth. You can see a little of that on that black argentite. Alright, got both barrels loaded up. I decided not to go with 1,000 grit. I decided I'm just going to go with this TXP polish here. It's not as fine as like a micro alumina, so I'm going to go ahead and go with this for just a week, and if I'm not happy with the polish, then I might go ahead and go up to the micro alumina or some cerium oxide. So just get 3 tablespoons in there. good. Load it up with some water. Alright, now I'm gonna put the lids on. Alright, put the washers on there. Alright, now we got the lids on there nice and tight. And a little shaky shake. Get them on the tumbler and get them going. Alright, we got it running. We'll see you guys in a week. Hopefully they're looking pretty awesome. We are done with the Wisconsin Moonstone. It just came out of the final polish. Everything turned out pretty good. I ended up using the TXP polish on it, and it works pretty well. It's kind of like an all-purpose polish. Works really good on feldspars. So I was afraid that the microlumina or cerium oxide might get into some of these real fine cracks and stuff and making things worse. It's a hard material to tumble as it is, so but yeah, it turned out pretty well. Really awesome flash in there. Yeah, so this is what it actually looked like when I collected it. You can see it's kind of reflective there. Almost looks like mica or something. You can see it. It's similar to mica in that it forms like books, like layers. And with feldspar, you get the cleavage fractures. It breaks in layers. You can see there the cleavage planes there. So yeah, a little different entity than trying to tumble some agates or jasper or chert or quartz and stuff like that. Over here I have a piece that I actually polished on my flat lap, and it turned out really nice on my flat lap. It's got a really nice smooth shine set, and turned this into a little pendant here. Use some E6000 glue on it. Yeah, all in all, I'm pretty pleased with the results there. Some of the pieces had turned out better than I'd hoped. This is a real nice rounded piece here. Cool. I like the colors in this one. This has got a lot of flash in this one also. This might be the flashiest one out of all of them. This is a really nice one. This is the one that I took to work today to show off to all my coworkers and hey, look what I got. Like, oh, that's really nice. Can you see the blue flash in it? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty cool one too. I like this one a lot. This one turned out real nice. These aren't so flashy as I'd hoped, but I just wanted a few nice ones. Yeah, see, there it is in there. It's a pretty nice one too. Pretty rounded for the most part. Some of the smaller pieces in there. Couple casualties, nothing major, just some of these little pieces here broke off and didn't really cause any problems. Yeah, it was kind of a nice one too that broke. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all these little pieces there. Some of these other pieces here I'm gonna make some pendants out of also. Maybe see if someone will do some wire wrapping on a couple of the pieces. And some of the ones I guess I'll turn into pendants. Kind of like that one there that I had made. I got a package of these from Amazon. Wasn't very much money. A couple different colors. Got brass and like this nickel color and some bronze. I got these nicer stainless steel ones here. Kind of a little more decorative, a little fancier. One that I used on this here. So yeah, all in all, I'm really pleased with how they turned out. I don't know if I could have done any better. Let me know what you guys think. All right, and just to show you guys these pieces again, these are ones that I had purchased previously at a rock and mineral show. I've had these ones for a little while, and it's the ones that got me interested in the stuff and it made me want to go collect my own. And this one's kind of cool because it's kind of more shiny version of what it looks like raw in its natural form, you know. It's not perfect by any means, but it's still pretty cool looking. You can see all the different, you know, contours and neat shape of it. You can see the shine is definitely comparable to mine. I would say they're about the same. I'm not sure what kind of polish that they had used on theirs. This one was one that they let me pick out when I was collecting these up in Marathon County near Wausau. I had donated some money to their son's fundraiser, and to show their appreciation, they let me pick out a freestone, and this is the one that I had picked out. So yeah, I'd say that they turned out about the same, comparable. I was hoping that they would at least look as good as the ones that I had purchased and I had previously. So all right, I appreciate you guys for watching. Until next time, take care and rock on.